Hello? Captain! Where is everyone? Ha! Water! Real water! Mirni, is it really you? Last Suraj remembers. A hole opened up in the plasm and pulled us through. Where is the captain, Our ship, the Bonnie Spriggan. Did we make it out? Did he follow? Alexane, Molag Bol's hard-hitting pirate king. If he followed us out of Cold Harbor, if he takes these seas, we're doomed. No ship or port will be safe. Please, will you help us? We have to stop him before it is too late. Captain One-Eye, she'll know what to do. Help us, and I'll make sure she cuts you in for a share of our plunder. The ships came down by those cliffs to the north. I think if the captain made it, that is where she'll rally the crew. Go on ahead, Longstrider. This wet cat needs to shake the water out of his ears before he's fit to scamper again. But you tell the captain Suraj is coming. I won't abandon my crew just because we're finally back in Nirn. The Destroyer, they call him. Captain of the Caterwall. As cruel as they come in Cold Harbor. He failed his master in battle during the plane melt, so Molag Bal sent him to recover the Crown of Bones from Captain One-Eye as punishment. You met her before? Good. Suraj wasn't sure how to bring up her, condition. Wait, she mentioned you. Yes, you faced Molag Bal with her old crew, didn't you? What luck! Ha! Perhaps Suraj will survive this after all. Losing a dark anchor is what Suraj hurt. Sane still carries a lust for vengeance in his black heart for the one that bested him. A certain, wait. What did you say your name was again? What? Wait, really? Felix Sane went at his master's behest to secure one of his dark anchors of Nirn, and you're telling me you're the one who defeated him? Wasn't that you? I could swear he used to curse someone just like you. You don't remember? This pirate hunts us like the terror bird hunts a litter of cavies, and the one time you managed to kill him, you don't even remember? Moons above! A real cutthroat killer! We're saved! So long as Sane doesn't take to the sea. Suraj was part of Sane's crew first, before he fell in with Captain One-Eye. When the worms absconded me to Cold Harbor, the Pirate King mistook me for a common house cat. Kept me as his pet. Suraj is not proud to remember it. Cag scooped me up like plunder the one time he boarded the Caterwall. Thought he was saving some poor lost cat. Once it was safe enough to dock, I spoke up to thank him for his mistake. Definitely scared him. I've been part of the crew ever since. Happens as often as you'd think, Longstrider. Suraj doesn't take much offense to it. Most times, for a sheet of my size, things turn out better if I just stay quiet and play stupid. Here as in Nirn? Well, a whirlpool opened up on the azure seas. Whoosh! Captain One-Eye cackled and sailed us right in. Somehow, she knew it would get us out of Cold Harbor. No one knew it would drop us from the sky. Or that Valexane would dare to follow. Suraj traveled on business for Governor Fortunata of Kavach, sent to settle some accounts down in Senchal. Was taken prisoner by some worm cult patrol along the way. Suraj has no love for Cold Harbor, but working for the governor, it wasn't much better. It does please me, and intrigue me. Suraj was one of her long-suffering accountants. All that gold, and in the end, it couldn't protect her. How did it happen? Oh! I see. After all the time she kicked Suraj around, it seems fitting she would fall to a single swift strike from the Black Hand. Well, hail Sithis, as I suppose they say.
Rest a moment. Then we'll find the others. Wait. Who approaches? Scythius blind me to meet a familiar face in dire times. Me crew is in rough shape. Might be you've come to help us. You know old One-Eye always pays. This place doesn't stink of the Thracian Sea. Where are we? The sisters? Solstice? Then the whispers we heard of a new plane meld were true. But we're back on Nern. That means Captain Sane sails my waters now. We'll scuttle him back to the Azure Seas before he claims this island for Cold Harbor. Will you help us? Captain Sane's ship landed in the cove north of us. Scout ahead through the caves, board the caterwall, and find somewhere to place this rune. It's one I've been saving just for him. Did you happen across any of my crew on your way here? Always did land on his feet. Captain Sane may have captured the others. Watch for them, but try not to get spotted. He'll kill him if he smells trouble. And take my grappling hook. Use it to get through those caves and board the caterwall unseen. It'll fare better for my crew's survival if no one spots you. Stay hidden from Captain Sane's watchlings and silence them if they try to squeal. Place that rune on the caterwall's deck, somewhere near the supply stores. Then come back in one piece. It explodes. Won't set it off before you report back, but it should punch some nice holes in that nasty ship of his. Repairs should buy us time enough to get our crew back in shape and launch an attack before he sets sail. Let's hope. Captain Velik Sane. Maybe he's the biggest bastard you'll ever meet, but I'll respect his title, till we manage to take it from him. Had he not hounded us for his master's crown of bones, we might have helped slow or stop this second plane meld. And give that tyrant what he wants? No. Old One-Eye's never been good at that. I'll let Sithis take me before I bend the knee to Molag Bal himself, let alone one of his washed-up lieutenants. Besides, I owe it to what remains of me Lost Fleet crew. Some left when freed from the curse. Others fell apart when we dropped from the sky. That's the cost of being a walking skeleton. I'm lucky these two pieced me back together just before you showed up. We'll do the same for them soon enough. Plenty you can do with a mind for sabotage and a pocket full of black marsh magic, like that rune I gave you. We got wind of a black gem quarry or some such wickedness. Planned to sail close and launch a raid by land, if you can believe it. Kept us on the run, aye. Being trapped someplace so wretched for so long either kindles your decency or kills it stone dead. Lucky we had one another to keep each other's flames alive. First plane meld stranded most of them in Cold Harbor. We rebuilt my ship and vowed to escape back to Nern together. Wasn't quite sure how we'd manage that. Suppose I should be thankful this second plane meld got me out the same way I got in. Cag made a list. Look it over if you like. He crossed off those poor blighters who didn't survive the fall. All else are missing until we hear otherwise. Same with those from the Lost Fleet. Though we can piece them together if we find their bones. I won't lie. Been a rough go for old One-Eye and her crew. Running, hiding, hunting, starving. Keeping out of Captain Sane's grasp by nothing but our wits. Hoping we'll fare better now that you're here. Well, we're a long way from Alton Coromont, aren't we, pirate? Seems so long ago. Can't even remember the sounds and smells of the swamp. Sight still burning with those endless waves of azure plasm. But it's good to be back in my home plane. Can't rightly explain it, pirate. Much as I've wished that I followed you out, just felt like there was more I was meant to do. And if I'd left, I wouldn't have collected the fine folk that make up my crew now. Just hope it was worth it. You've a knack for coming along when you're needed. Whatever the reasons for that, be it Daedric or divine, I won't think about it too hard. Captain One-Eye knows when to thank the fates and keep moving.
Don't know if we can sail with just us few, Captain.
If we even have a ship fit to sail, we'll think of something.
You need strength, Captain. One-Eye is planning something. I'm sure of it.
That's Captain One-Eye to you, and how right you are. This prisoner
Longstrider, over here!
No!
Captain One-Eye sent me after you. Wanted your report, and wanted to ask you another favor as we're spread so thin. Suraj supposes you placed her rune just fine. Did you chance across any more of our crew? The Bonnie Spriggan needs all hands. Quartermaster Zynark? Oh, that slithering tyrant. If I weren't a humble Alfiq, I'd use this bell to lure her somewhere quiet and cut off her hissing head. But Suraj isn't one to defy the good captain's orders. To dig up the bones of the old Lost Fleet crew before they wash away in the tide. None of us are fit enough to fend off the scavengers that gather where they fell. We'll need all hands once we're fit to sail. But if it were up to Suraj... Kill the quartermaster. Oh, Suraj recovered our ship's bell down by the water. Find somewhere quiet to ring it, and I know she'll slither out to investigate. But it is your choice, Longstrider. Bones, blood, or both, if you're feeling productive. Talk to Captain One-Eye, Longstrider. Suraj thinks maybe he spoke out of turn, suggesting you defy her orders. But you came back alive! That's got to count for something! To piece them back together, of course. Need as many hands as we can get to sail the Bonnie Spriggan, yes? It seems eerie, I know. But those Lost Fleet rattlers are as much a part of our crew as anyone else. Curse or otherwise. Just fine! They don't eat, don't pick fights, pull more than their weight, don't have much to say. Besides Argenta, of course. Can't say if that's because she's soul-shriven or if she was always like that. Suraj didn't think about that. Where on the ship did you place the rune? Ah, aft of the captain's cabin. I know where you mean. Don't worry, Longstrider. Prisoners and the press gang aren't allowed up there. Unless much has changed since Suraj sailed on the Caterwall. Perhaps the distraction will help them escape. No idea. Some ancient magic, maybe? But trust me, it has a special effect on harvesters. Captain One-Eye found it among the ship graveyard where she rebuilt the Bonnie Spriggan. Must have come loose when we fell. Lucky for us, it landed here. Zynar tried to board the Spriggan once, yeah? Salvus, the sailor on watch, rang it to warn the rest of us. Roused her into a right frenzy. Maybe it's something only her kind can hear? If you ring it, Suraj is certain she'll come hissing out to find you.
No! Help, please!
If that's your crew come to save you, I'll feast on your souls!
Serves you right, you leech. Thank you, stranger. Captain One-Eye sent you, didn't she? I'll follow soon.
The crew's patched up enough, and my Bonnie Spriggan's next. If we can get on the sea before the Caterwall, we can strike her before she makes it to open water. Where did you place that rune I gave you? That's what I like to hear. Suraj tells me that when he passed on my orders, he might have put another far more dangerous idea in your head. Both? Well now, you're very ambitious, aren't you? If only you'd been with us on the Azure Seas. Might be you'd be the captain now instead of old One-Eye. Glad to have the others back. Still willing to help us get another leg up? Another choice between two matters. Talk to Argenta first, then Suraj. They've more insight than old One Eye. Either or both of these tasks will help us in the battle ahead. Whichever you choose, I'll thank you no less. Since you're well clear of that ship, it's time to set off my rune. Shoenox and Zilnak.
Mara's rosy backside, Captain! Where'd you learn to make something like that?
That's just how we do things south of Morrowind.
You're here about the ones I found, aren't you? Sailors, no. Prisoners, no. Both. Ready to break their shackles. We could help. Help break them free and take on more hands for the Spriggan, yes? Yes. No, not on Captain One Eye. Never, never. Unshriven, on Daedra, among Captain Sane's crew. So near mutiny, but something held them back. Made myself known to try to help. They chased me back into the shadows. Someone else can help. Maybe you? In the caves there. Old smuggling tunnels, they must have been. Go down, through, and across a wooden bridge. Oh, but beware the watchlings. If they see you, it will be all the harder to get the mutineers to safety. Did you speak to Suraj? Captain wants you to speak to Suraj. He is small and easy to miss, but he is right there. Eyes everywhere, yes. Always watching, always reporting. But there is one eye bigger than all the rest, lit with the cold, burning gaze of Cold Harbor. It grows all the more vigilant if the watchlings catch a single glimpse of intruders. The mutineers, yes, and you as well, with your heart set on helping. Stay unseen. Silence the watchlings, and pluck out that great eye before its blue gaze falls on you.
Don't be offended that I snuck back on my own in case you got caught, Longstrider. I'm never going back to the Catherwall. But listen, on my way here, I hid in a crate and found a piece of Cold Harbor's teeth. Big, wretched siege weapon. Hits with the very hatred of Cold Harbor. Blows against the ship are ruinous, and those against crew are fatal. No idea what it would do to Valek Sane and his lot, but Suraj would love to find out. Spot on. I used magic to mark the crates with the pieces, since I couldn't carry them off myself. Find them in that cave behind you. Then we'll build it on the Bonnie Spriggan. And then we'll be the ones spilling blood on the water, yes? Go get those components for the siege weapon, Longstrider. Or do what Argy says. Suraj isn't your captain. Figure it out yourself. I'm trying to catch some fish. Someone's got to make sure this crew gets fed. Ah, yes. One of my favorite charms. Look for little paw prints lit by magic. Eh? Had to keep it subtle so the Catterwall's crew wouldn't know we were up to something, yes?
I got an
What do you want me to do? Raise his corpse?
We need to leave before we end up like him.
Someone's here. Not one of One Eye's.
Shut up. I'll handle this. You get one warning, stranger. I bite. And if you stick around too long, Captain Valek Sane will take you prisoner and make a meal out of your soul. Now get lost, before I decide to eat you first. You're not with Captain One Eye. I know her crew, and I've never seen you. This is some sort of loyalty test, isn't it? That thrice damned observer. I told him it was watching us, didn't I? Well, now we're all going to die. An all-seeing eye watching our every move. I've wanted to defect for some time, and this lot would have convinced me, if not for that horrid thing. And it's guarding our weapons, so we can't even smash the anchor gem that holds it in place. You, I suppose. It doesn't know you. Might not see you coming. If its gaze falls upon you in the next room, I don't know what will happen. Help us, and we'll help you take down our captain. But any mistakes might doom us all, so be careful. Seems like that observer has no idea you're here. You'd lose that advantage if one of us goes with you. I just want to get out. If I'd known Captain Sane treats his crew as well as he treats his prisoners, I'd have just stayed a prisoner. I was held somewhere much worse. Serving aboard the Catwall was my passage out of that wretched place. Captain Sane and I both displeased Molog Ball. Figured we might bond over that. But the only one he trusts is the quartermaster. So she is dead. I always hated her. That wretched screeching. Used to fantasize how I might get rid of her and make it look like an accident. If you could do that all by yourself, then I'm happy to join your side. Some explosion rocked the Catwall and set us back from casting off. Torin happened to be standing closest to Captain Sane in the aftermath. Death by wrath. Not an uncommon fate on the Catwall, and it's nothing compared to what he did to Larrick. He was a vampire, like me. Let his hunger speak louder than sense, and asked the captain if we might change course, hunt something else for a change. That got him keel-hauled in the shallows. Mulched down to nothing. Alive the whole time. Poor bastard. Without a single one of our crew seeing you. Maybe you are the right sort to take out that observer. Try not to disappoint me, all right? Velik Sane killed him. You were just doing what pirates do. I can't fault you for your nature any more than you might fault me for mine. As bad as it was for Torin, at least it was over quick. Can't say the same for Larrick. Well, I guess we'll have to find our sea legs after all. This feeling, it's like a weight lifted off me. Feels good to have a weapon in my hand again. Makes me want to spill Daedric blood. We agreed. We want to help you. Where can we find Captain One-Eye? Bit of a jog, but with the Observer gone, and me in the lead, it should be no trouble. We'll be there before she casts off, to help with repairs, and to keep Velik sane from taking to the sea. Right, and you better not let us down. We deserve better than continual disappointment. I'll find you myself if One-Eye doesn't deliver, friend. See you on the Bonnie Spriggan, pirate. Don't keep us waiting.
A word, pirate, before we take to the sea and draw swords. Fine job rousing those mutineers. Disa got here just before you. Quite the spitfire, isn't she? So long as she doesn't eat any of the others or make a habit of mutiny, she'll make a fine addition to the crew. Well, are you ready? Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Between what Suraj and Argenta asked you, what all did you get done? Then our chances are better than ever. I've just one more thing to ask before we head to battle. The crew needs a lift in spirits, a call to arms, a speech. I figure you're just the one to give it. You think your efforts have gone unnoticed? I've been rousing and rallying this crew all across the Azure Seas. They're tired of hearing from old One-Eye. They want to hear a fresh voice. They deserve to hear from you. Someone told me in the crew that you killed Captain Velik Sane before. Whatever you say, they're eager to hear from you. As am I. You've changed quite a bit since old One-Eye saw you last. Suraj. He was captive on the Caterwall before he joined our crew. Moloch Baal sent his pirate king to defend a dark anchor. Suraj says you stopped him. Don't know if you did it alone or with help, but word has it that it's your name he curses. And he'll curse you every time he comes crawling back from the Creatia. I've always said if you make an immortal enemy, your name will live forever. Funny, isn't it? How these things come together. The captain failed his master. His punishment was being sent after me, to reclaim the crown of bones. As Suraj tells it, it's you who sent him after us. And in that same way, it's you who brought us home. Then I won't waste my breath. At least not till the Caterwall is at the bottom of the sea. And we drink to the death of that heart-eating tyrant. Go on then, pirate. Tell my crew what they need to hear. By Sithis, I should hope so. Been through too much to come out the other side the same as before. But methinks you mean something particular has changed about old One-Eye. Is that it? The scallywags I sailed with before were gold-grubbing, rum-soaked pirates, through and through. This lot? They didn't choose what happened to them. They're just as cursed as the Lost Fleet crew. Now I see a curse like that, I itch to break it. Don't be so sure I've lost my love of it, pirate. The belly of my Spriggan is full of what shiny trinkets I could covet in Cold Harbor. But I think you're right. When gold runs scarce, the heart grows to treasure other things. Gather round, ya dogs. Our friend has something to say.
Been through Cold Harbor. Won't let it follow us. Easier to be brave when surrounded by friends.
Payback in blood! We're with you, Lone Strider!
All hands prepare to sail. All else, get below deck. That means you, pirate.
The Siraj doesn't need to be told twice to stay away while others work. Hey, Lone Strider. Do you still have that grappling bow? Captain One-Eye loaned you her grappling bow, yes? Do you still have it? You used it to board the Caterwall and place that rune, yes? Suraj knows that ship well. If you have a grappling hook, there are swifter and safer ways to get between ships than trudging across slippery gangplanks. Or retreat to the Spriggan. When two ships are locked in close combat, you never know where you might be needed. You'll find good grapple points on the foremast of either ship. You seem a clever one. You might have figured out as much on your own. But I am pleased to help, Lone Strider. Suraj is more a warrior in spirit than in practice. I smell blood in the water. It's time to fight!
Velik Sane, captain of nothing. May Nern forget your wretched name. Send him back to the Azure Seas, pirate.
I'll eat your heart raw for what you've done. I'll hang you from the rigging. Time for my crew to earn their pay. Kill for your
Send those
captain!
barnacled bastards back to Cold Heart.
Take no prisoners this. I am unsinkable. You are devil water.
Kill him.
Quick as the dark. Now bridge your ship all the way back to Cold Harbor. Good night,
Send them back to the plaza.
I'll curse your name forever.
Now, he's gone. A scab that won't even leave a scar. Set a course back to Solstice. Never been one for too many words, so I'll say it's damn fine work, pirate. With as long as we spent being hunted, we forgot the feel of victory. The thrill of it, deep in your bones. We needed this, and you delivered. Velik Sane is back to oblivion, and that's one less piece of dung floating on the seas of Mundus. I think we all deserve a drink, don't you? You saved what remained of our crew, and you managed to sway those mutineers to join us. Almost worry you're aiming for my job. So I'll pay you well and send you on your way. May Velik Sane forever curse your name. And by Sithis, may we meet again. No complaining now. This is a time to celebrate.
Ordering us to have fun, are you, Captain?
Haven't had any in some time, have you? Thought you might need old One-Eye to remind you.